Well, we are going to show this short tutorial video on fines in Koha. We are using a test site today to show you what fines will look like on your live site and the different types of fines that you will see throughout using Koha if your library does use fines. So I'm going to pull up a patron that has some fines. So we can see here that they have fees and charges of $1.10. On the left-hand side of this patron, I can go to the accounting tab. Here under the make payment, it shows me how much this patron has, and it tells me a little bit about the fine. So this is a returned fine, which means that this patron checked out an item, had an overdue fine, and has returned it. The book is no longer checked out to this patron, and now I would need to, if the patron comes up, pay this fine.
A couple things I just want to point out here, Kelly. Payment note, if you allow partial payments, which we'll talk about a little bit, and you want to make a note as to why the student is telling you they're making a partial payment, this is a great place to do it. If you need to verify that it's, if they ask you what was this for, you can click on that barcode and that will open up a new tab for you so you can look at the item. So there's some really good details in here in case, the patron does ask and you need to look at a little more information.
Yep, absolutely. So you can see account type descriptions. You have a title, you have when the item was returned. So you do have a lot of information from this view. Okay. So let's grab another one, which would be an accruing fine. So this patron actually still has the book checked out, and that would be why it's called an accruing fine. It is best to not pay an accruing fine because you are not at the point where they have returned it. So if we go to their checkout, we can see that they have this book still checked out. And if they were ready to pay it and return it, it's recommended you would check that in and then make that payment. Then the payment would be returned and you could go ahead and make the payment. Now on your test site, we have a patron that has an item that has been marked lost. So they didn't return it. They said, hey, I left that on a park bench and it hasn't come back. And so the item is now marked lost. Again, you'll see if they owe any fines here in red. We saw it on the detail page in the first patron, and we also see it in their checkout screen. If I go to their accounting tab, I can get the information. Again, we're on that make a payment tab. I can see now the account type is considered lost. The description of the book, again, as Jessie said, the barcode. And then you can see that total amount.
So these are three good examples where you can see the type of fine or charge that it is, whether it is an item that's been returned and they're paying the fine, the item is still accruing a fine, or an item has been marked lost and they were charged either the replacement price or the fine, depending on what your policy is at your library.
Yep, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.